The biggest Achilles heel in the modern game is the scrum, especially at the professional end of the game. At this level, semi-professional down, we don't get a problem. We only get a problem in the professional game. Now, I appreciate the dynamics and the physiques of players at that level are totally different. But it's something that we have to look at. There is a working scrum group in relation to World Rugby looking at these things, Rob, but there is going to be a trial. They are trying to tinker with the engagement process to see if that speeds up the game. But that will obviously be trialled by the Southern Hemisphere in January. And again, we await the results of that. And similarly to this, obviously, the analysis that we will do with this, we will be providing as much information to World Rugby and to the media as well in relation to, is this having a positive effect on the game as we move forward. I think we as a union have taken the bull by the horns here and taken on a number of trials, and I think it's certainly from my knowledge it's the first time that we as a union, as a singular union, have taken on so many trials within a competition. It is in the control environment of the Premiership, and I suppose the good thing about the Premiership this year is it's been restructured, as you know, in 16-17 anyway, so there's no relegation from the Premiership. So I don't think any side could come back and say we've been relegated because of the law trials or anything like that. So I think it's a good environment, it's a positive environment, and likewise, as well as the Premiership, this will be brought into the Wednesday College League only. Again, that is a hugely positive environment for youngsters, and we try to promote positive play there. And again, all the people involved in the college rugby, directors of rugby at the schools and the colleges are bought into this. And we are meeting with them as a group tomorrow. So again, that will hopefully have a massive impact in relation to the positivity of play, both at the Premiership and indeed at the Colleges League.
The broader context, and Nigel's alluded to it, and I have to commend the work that Nigel's done in a very hasty fashion, and for the Premiership clubs to embrace this, I think it's a massively positive step forward for Welsh Rugby. There's been a huge amount of work behind the scenes in terms of our pathway, to align our pathway from schools through the Wednesday League, which we televise and will be televised from prime time as from this year, which is a real sort of providing a real platform and really putting rugby on a platform within Wales. So improving the profile there. But what's more, to align the pathway through our schools, through our colleges, through the Premiership, up to regional rugby. And one of the key challenges we have is, from a purely rugby perspective, is how do we increase ball in play time? How do we increase the intensity? And how do we improve some of the skill acquisition? And we see these as a way very quickly of actually introducing that. And a lot of these are just very much common sense in terms of trying to favour the attacking team, but also making sure that we increase the amount of ball in play time so that actually we don't have this stoppages, because we're all now also in the entertainment industry and attracting guys through the gates and people to watch the game, and hopefully these will all improve the aesthetic, which is the pathway within Wales. So I think this is a very exciting step forward, and hopefully come this Saturday we'll see the first reaction as a result of that.
Yeah, the biggest issue for the referees obviously is going to be possible negativity of players in the reduction, as I said earlier, of the 3 points down to the 2 points. Again, I've instructed my referees. I met all my Premiership referees last week with the coaches, and we had a meeting separately after that. They are scrutinised to the nth degree by myself anyway at that level, and I will be expecting strong refereeing. What I don't want obviously is a plethora of yellow cards. We don't want that, and hopefully we can work together with the coaches in relation to that, in relation to positivity, as I mentioned. But yes, if it comes to the situation where we're starting to get negative play on the field, then I would expect my referees to deal with that accordingly and put people off. If it's cynical, they leave the field. It's as simple as that.
Expect a lot more cards in games, I think.
Well, if there's going to be a spike, we need to know it. And this is the whole point of a trial, Rob, is in as much as if there is a spike of penalties, as I said, the average penalty count in the Premiership at the moment is around 22. Probably a test match is around 18. So we're not far away from test match level. But as I said, if there is a spike in penalties, if there is a spike in yellow cards, then we have to do research on that and find out exactly why. And if it is negativity, if it is coaching, then obviously I will be hopefully meeting with the coaches about that. But, you know, I think the whole ethos of this is to promote positivity, not negativity.